Quick add-on video, you guys. Today I picked up some steak for dinner, picked up some pigtails and some smoked neck bones, which we are already using. From Walmart I picked up this shampoo. I've seen this in Dollar Tree and I decided to try it today. It was 93 cents each. We got some plug-ins. I got the Febreze refills, the Febreze fabric freshener, some Listerine, some toothbrushes. From Rose I got this Red Lobster seafood seasoning, and I picked up some onion powder until I can get back to Sam's to get my large one, some Clorox, and some Purex. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you guys are in good spirits. I'll chat with you guys later. Just added my meat. Had a phone call to come through. I'm getting ready to cut me a little piece of this off. I love steak. I do. This one is a little more done than the other one. Ooh, yes it is. I might be able to eat this whole thing. Ooh. Come through steak. Now I'm not going to cut this up in strips. But I'm doing this because I'm trying to find me a piece to eat. That's not done. That's not done. That's not done. Ooh, that's not done. Hey. Okay. The very end. All right. Quit being greedy. Yeah, and it's all back to the pot. Y'all see how thick that gravy has gotten? Trial and error. Now, that goody flavor that I'm looking for, you guys, is I'm getting ready to show you where it's at. Okay? This is what's going to bring it all. For those of you that are squeamish about a lot of stuff, don't be afraid of this juice. You can save this juice and freeze it, okay? For when you're making, you can use it as your broth for anything, you know, that you want to add a beef flavor to. I use beef flavor even when I'm cooking things like turkey, chicken, stuff that is not actually beef. I will add beef flavor to. What's Sugar putting in her mouth? Okay, so I'm going to add all of this goodness back to this. We're going to let that simmer. It is 12:30 now. I'm going to let this simmer for about another hour. Okay, it's on 8 right now. And I'm going to turn it down to 4. Okay, we're going to let that cook for about another hour. And I'll come back and I'll show you guys what it looked like. Thank y'all for watching. Okay, you guys. I am in the kitchen again. I'm on a roll. And I decided to, I'm going to put together some dressing. I'm not doing traditional dressing, okay? I'm going to try this and see how I like it. So basically what I have is 2 boxes of stovetop stuffing. For those of you that know me, I don't use this in my dressing often. I have tried it once before. I used like a half of each pack that I had, but I blended it in a blender and I added it to my dressing. Okay. So I have the chicken and the savory herbs today. Okay. I have those 2 boxes, and I'm not going to follow the instructions because I'm just going to basically do it the way I usually do it. I have some self-rising cornmeal that I am going to basically, it's just like making my dressing, except for I'm not gonna make cornbread and then bake it and then tear it up, you know, break it up. So I'm gonna combine everything together and then bake it in the oven and see what I come up with. Okay, so before I get started, I have some Tone's beef base. You can get this, it don't have to be this brand, but you can get beef base or beef broth. You can get that out of Dollar Tree, but I'm gonna use a tablespoon. That's like a big heaping tablespoon. I'm gonna dissolve that in 1.5 cups of water. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my chicken base and I'm gonna do the same with that. Okay, I'm gonna let those two combine in here together. So I'm gonna set that off to the side while I do everything else. Don't know if I'm making macaroni and cheese because I do macaroni and cheese all the time. So the next thing I'm gonna have to do is to cut up my celery. Celery and onion. I'm just basically eliminating waiting on the cornbread to cook. Okay, so I have my pan already on the stove. My little pan right here, and I'm gonna put some butter in it and melt that. There's some floss back there somewhere in my room. Try my bathroom. So I'm gonna cut this onion. I don't know if I'm gonna use the whole onion because this is a really big onion, but once I saute it in the butter, it'll cook down. So yeah, go ahead, I'm going for it. So this, I wanted to do this for somebody that is not comfortable in the kitchen without measuring stuff, okay? And you want to try to create something of your own. I basically like to do things now from pantry to plate, okay? Things that I have in my pantry, I can add a little something extra to it and make it my own. So we're going to cut this onion. Let me get another knife because that was too long. That's big, beautiful. Hey, this one just as long, but I'm a little more comfortable with this one. Cut it up as thin as you want. I don't want big chunks of onion, so we're just gonna start cutting, dicing, chopping, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Now, I usually put this in the blender, but I don't have time to pull out the blender and all of that today. I'm winging this bad boy. So y'all make sure y'all write down, because I've never done this before, and I'm going to have to go back myself and write it down. But I bet it's going to be good. You know why? Because I got God on my side. He going to help me with this thing here. Ain't that right, Father? I need you to help me. Season it right. Put all the right ingredients. We're going to help folks get them a new recipe. Yes. Okay. Okay. So we got our, shoot, I think that's enough. I don't even need the whole onion. Okay, we got enough. That's a lot. Okay, we're going to put you over here. Let me get my celery. Celery, however you pronounce it. Goodness. Oh. This is one of those things that I like to try to keep in the house. is onion and celery and bell peppers. I'm gonna take out 2 stalks. That's my stuff. It's still taking some time to dry. See, it's dry yet. So I'm gonna rinse these off. If you need to go ahead and take them out and dry your stuff, that way mine can at least dry when you know, finish. Potato salad, I need to drain that too.
What's this, the greens?
Yeah, the greens. I got the cornbread in the oven.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ashley will eat all your cornbread, y'all. I'm telling you. She will. That's why I cooked both boxes. Because I cooked one box a couple of weeks ago, y'all. She ate the whole pan by herself. And yes, it's Jiffy, because I love Jiffy. I don't have nothing against homemade cornbread, but, honey, I'm going to eliminate a step. She ain't crying. She playing like she crying. You know how she do. Okay. We're going to go and chop this up. Let me get my butter first. I'm going to use some salted butter today. We're going to give a little salt to these. I'm going to use some salted butter. Because before I add my egg to this, I'm going to make sure I taste it after, you know, after everything is combined. Make sure I taste it to see how much salt I need to add. Because I am using salted butter. I mean, it's not a whole lot of salt, but anything that you add, it has a little salt in it. Got to make sure you accommodate for that. I'm just cutting it up so that it won't take forever for it to melt. Okay. I need a trash run, please, somebody. Okay, so let's cut this up a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and add these onions in here. Sound muffled.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this chopped up as fine as I want it to be. Some of you might like chunky things, chunky vegetables. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's why it's all about getting in your kitchen and trying things that you like, you know? If you find somebody that has made something that you truly like, hey, ask them for the recipe. A lot of people won't share their recipes with you, but hey, all they can do is say no. You know, they quick to tell you, I could tell you, but I might have to do something to you. I'm like, hey, well, do something to me. I mean, bless me. You know what I mean? Hey, can somebody bring me a makeup brush? Because I am truly ashy right now. I mean, oily. Okay, so I got all my celery cut up. And we're going to let these bad boys marinate. I don't mean marinate. I'm just like, you know, it's just a term. I know I threw out the wrong term, y'all. We're going to let them saute. We're going to let them get soft in this butter. We're going to move this real quick. Okay. Stir this up real quick. This is coming along. This is going to be some intense flavor right here. I found that beef base have a lot more flavor than the actual liquid. I'm gonna have to do some research on this beef base. Okay, now on to I am gonna have to pull out my blender, y'all. Yes, I am. Okay. Get on the shelf, it's dusty.
Mom.
Yes, buddy. Good and dusty. Okay.
Bubba.
Rinse this part out. Y'all, I'll be back. I gotta find my blender, found the top, add my blade to it. And I'm gonna put my stove top in here. Cause I don't want it big like that. I want it in a powder form. Okay. It's both bags. We're gonna post this. Power. Sounds like broke glass. And we got dust. We have dust. Add this to my bowl. Ooh, this smells good. Smell just like dressing. Okay. Put my blade back in. I'm gonna post some bread that I have. I got some hot dog buns. I let it stay open so they can get stale. We're gonna put this in here. Yes, sir. Still soft. And this is some ballpark. That one's still soft too. Let's see. So we got action. We cooking with gas and charcoal. That's a good old combination right there. Y'all can even do this when you see your bread getting stale, child. Put it in your blender and put it in a Ziploc bag, a freezer bag. You good to go. Save it for a rainy day. It's good for when you don't have enough, for like I say, breast and cheese money. Meat, when you got a meatloaf and you want to add some bread to it.
Mom, what's that smothered what?
Smothered steak,
Smothered steak, rice,
grilled chicken, potato salad.
chicken. And are you still making mac and cheese?
Yeah.
And macaroni and chicken? Oh, you know.
So I'm gonna drain it. We're gonna turn that off. Make sure I turn the right one off. Huh? That was
Your
Tony.
son gonna come out, he want two.
Heck no.
He gonna eat one and I eat two.
Heck no. I can't clean my stove till that bad boy cool off, so.
Depending on what we got there.
So got all my things combined, well separated, got everything the way that I want it. Okay, so I got my breadcrumbs and I got my, yeah, I hear it back there, and this is my stove top. Okay, with its seasonings, I have my cream chicken soup I'm gonna add to it. So once I get myself cleaned up, y'all, I'll be right back. Now I'm getting ready to mix this all together. I got my 2 cans of cream chicken. I'm gonna follow the recipe for the cornbread to a certain extent. This is self-rising cornmeal. Okay, and it says for southern cornbread, you add certain things. Okay, so it asks for 1 1/3 cups of milk, 2 cups of the self-rising cornmeal, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and 1 large egg. And instead of 1 egg, I'm gonna add 2 because I have a lot of dry ingredients.
Mommy, did you get it?
No. It's 1. Two. Okay. Crack both of my eggs. Okay. Combine this. And I'm going to add my breadcrumbs a little at a time. Okay. So I have about 2 cups left. So usually I will boil turkey necks and save the juice. I will use the juice off of that. And instead I've made that liquid of the chicken and beef broth. That's going to be part of my liquid. Okay. So I got that. I'm going to go ahead and add my celery and my onion that I have had cooking. I'm going to add all of that. Okay.
Hi, baby. Hey. You been playing?
Wash my cup out. Okay. I'm not gonna add my egg because that celery is hot. I don't want to add it yet. Corey, get out of the kitchen. The stove is hot. Okay, so now I'm gonna add 1 1/3 cup of milk, and it also say you can use buttermilk. 1 1/3 cup of milk. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add my 2 eggs. Okay, my vegetable oil is 1/4 cup.
Get it, sorry.
Got that. Let's mix this up. Now at this point, it should all be coming together. Okay. Add half of my liquid. Now I see I still have some broth in the bottom, so I'm gonna add about another cup of water to this. I'm gonna let that sit while I stir this up. Might not have to use all of that, but hey, we're gonna see. Cornbread is already finished. I've been eating on that. So I got my pasta on for my macaroni and cheese, which I hadn't planned to make that, but I'm going to. I'm just in the cooking mood right now. I'm gonna be through. I was gonna clean my closet tonight, but that's a lie. That ain't gonna happen. I'll add half of that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add a can at a time.
Do you think it would be nasty if this was so what you going to your house?
Okay. Add my other can.
I'll get all the eggs.
Thank you, baby. Okay. Now I gotta add some seasoning. I'm gonna add
Here, come fold up these towels for
some
me.
poultry seasoning. Add about 2 tablespoons. little seasoned salt. Where's my cayenne pepper? They good, huh?
Yeah. Feeling.
I feel it. Right here in my face. A little cayenne pepper. That's about a tablespoon. Okay. And I'm gonna add just a little teeny bit of salt. And I think that's all I'm gonna add. Okay. Get this all mixed up. And we're gonna throw homegirl in the oven. Difference with this is the way I prepared it, and I don't have any meat in it. Okay, so let's move this stuff out of the way. Trash. I was actually going to add a Lipton onion soup mix to it, but I don't need to. I'm going to put that back. I'm going to sprinkle a little onion powder in here. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, put a little bacon grease in this bad boy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just to coat the bottom. Okay. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of, I can get it out of here, paprika. This is, what is this, smoked paprika? Just on the top. And I'm getting ready to put this in a 350-degree oven about an hour. And I'll be back, y'all. Okay, every week, y'all know I've been preparing macaroni and cheese, and nothing's different this week. I wasn't gonna do it, but hey, I just felt like cooking. I don't have any sour cream this week, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna salt my pasta just a little bit. Even though I salted my water, I'm getting ready to add some extra things to it. Y'all hear some noise in the background? It's the whole house going on. Sugarfoot, I got the deep fryer on. We're frying Corey 3 drumsticks. And he's already been in the kitchen waiting on his greens. Okay, so my cheese sauce is ready. And I'm gonna add some. Okay. Turn it out. And this week, because I didn't add the sour cream, I still added my sliced cheese. I had a half a bag of Colby and Monterey Jack I already added. And I added a half a bag of this triple cheddar. And I added a half a bag of the Italian style cheese. Add a little bit more black pepper. Okay. I'm gonna add the rest of the triple cheddar. Okay. Got that the way I want it. Made too much sauce again. But that's goodness right there. Ooh. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put that in a jar. One of my sauce jars I had the other day, I washed out, put the lid on it, and I'm putting that in the refrigerator.
What's the pretty good man in the locker room? I went to school with him. They playing gospel songs in the locker room.
He's loud.
Look at everybody else.
What school they go to? That's college ball.
Yeah, it's Sam Houston State University.
Oh, okay. Crazy.
Look.
They have a church service. They ain't making a church, but they have a church service.
Watch the one right here. Hold on. The one at the end.
Stupid. They clowning. We got all this cheese on this bad boy. I'll put some up down in there. Yeah. Cheesy, cheesy. Okay. All right, mac and cheese is done. Going in the oven. We're gonna let it cook. And then it is served, you guys. Yes, it's greens once again. We got smothered steak. We have grilled chicken, brownies, macaroni and cheese, dressing, and cornbread and rice. And we getting ready to dig in. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday. God bless you.